What would you do if $300,000 landed in your account tomorrow? For a moment, it feels like a dream, and then the questions begin. Should you invest it, travel, help family, pay off debt, save it for the future? What if you choose wrong? This is the emotional reality of a windfall, exciting but overwhelming. Dreamspend is designed to bring clarity, confidence, and calm to that moment. Hi, I'm Smriti Sinha. Most people call me Sims, and for over a decade, I've built products that help people navigate high stakes financial decisions. I've seen firsthand that even confident, successful people freeze when money choices feel emotional, complex, or irreversible. Dreamspend is the next step in that journey, an AI partner that brings clarity and calm to moments that shape your future. Let's start with the problem. When people receive a windfall, whether it's a bonus, inheritance, or even winning the lottery, the experience is surprisingly stressful. They feel pressure to make the right choice, but the options are overwhelming. Advice is scattered, and most people end up stuck or making decisions they later regret. A long term study of inheritances found that only about 50% of inherited money is saved, while the rest is spent, donated, or lost. Here's what the typical user journey looks like today. People bounce between calculators, spreadsheets, Google searches, and tense conversations with partners. They try to model scenarios, but the tools don't connect to their real priorities. The result, lots of motion, very little confidence. In other words, they are stuck in a loop of frustration. In contrast, Dreamspend gives users a guided path while allowing them to enjoy a safe space where they can dream freely about what they would do with their money. No judgments, no pressure. Dreamspend starts with a guided discovery conversation. Every answer becomes a star, a signal about your values, priorities, and concerns. As the system learns, those stars connect into your own personal constellation. That constellation is what powers Dreamspend's tailored scenarios and helps you see your financial future with clarity. Here's how Dreamspend works under the hood. A lightweight, lovable front end powers the chat UI and visuals. An N8N orchestration layer receives every message, routes it to the right agent, and sends responses back instantly. And finally, a fast API and LangGraph intelligence layer runs the discovery agent, the scenario agent, and an LLM judge that evaluates and regenerates responses for quality. Let me show you what this feels like in action. I'll walk through a windfalls conversation, show how the constellation updates in real time, and then generate scenarios so you can see how the decision support works. Our test user is Ava Patel. She's 36, single, and lives in Seattle. She has just received a $250,000 inheritance from her aunt. Dreamspend starts by understanding the emotional and practical reality behind the windfall. Yes, she's ready to begin. Every answer that Ava gives becomes a star in her personal constellation that you can see here on the right. Ava isn't very sure about how she should be spending this money. Frankly, the reason she's here, Dreamspend. Next, Dreamspend asks Ava what she would regret not doing with this inheritance. And this helps Ava really pause and think. The reality is that Ava has been renting for years. She's burnt out at work and wants her life to feel more intentional. So when Dreamspend asks this question, this is what she replies with. With these questions, Ava starts to see her priorities visually emerge, and this gives her a chance to explore things in a little bit more detail. Next, Dreamspend asks Ava what are the typical categories that she would want to explore more. There's a little bit of context about how people typically spend windfall. This is anchored in research. Let's see what Ava picks. I think she's going to pick investing and travel. Now, Dreamspend transforms Ava's constellation into three clear personalized scenarios. Each one represents a different version of her future. If Ava wants to explore more, let's say she has a big student debt that has been nagging her, she can share more context here. Or if she wants to spend some time in India with her extended family, she can share that information here as well. But for now, let's take a look at the scenarios that Dreamspend has created for her. So these are our three scenarios. The secure future builder, this helps build safety nets that let you dream bigger. The dream chaser, which is something that includes an international sabbatical fund for Ava, business investment capital, and a financial safety net. So this is an area where, because she's burnt out, if she wants to explore what owning her own business looks like or living in a different country looks like, she can explore that further. And the third is the legacy maker option, which is around impact investing, apartment down payment, education funds for your kids and family. So, depending on where Ava is, she can explore each of these scenarios in a little bit more detail. And it gives her a sense of what the allocation would look like, what are some of the choices which this would entail, some of the things that she would need to think through. There's a little bit of journaling aspect as well, which helps with a deeper reflection. And at any time, she can go back and check out her other scenarios. For this demo, I've built the core system, the two agents for discovery and scenario building, as well as the LLM judge. Next, I'm adding voice first UX and introducing two new agents, the options agent for deeper category analysis and the decision agent for structured research backed guidance. If you'd like to explore this work, dive deeper into the architecture, or talk about where this could go, I'd love to connect. You can reach me on LinkedIn, Smriti Sinha. Thanks so much, and I hope this sparked some ideas and dreams for you too.